G'day, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey Gamey Game. Joining me on the show this week, it's Greg, Larsen.
Hello. Hello. Thank you for having me.
Lena Moon.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
And Ben Russell.
I'm Ben Russell.
Thanks so much for being here.
For me?
Nice.
Just me?
Just you. I know it's an effort for you to...
Sorry, fucks. Sorry, you absolute clowns.
This week we...
Too much?
What?
Not?
Calling them clowns.
No.
We're guests,
Greg just seemed
Ben,
quite
so
hurt.
If you could
Yeah,
just,
I mean, I just come on and you just
reel it in.
immediately, yeah.
yeah, so
Like, it's been two seconds.
take some time out of our day to come in, so.
I'd like to apologise.
Thank you.
Eventually.
I've had a bit of a milestone this week. We passed 5,000 subscribers.
Hey.
Finally.
Oh, I had a milestone once.
Yeah?
Yeah, it really hurt.
Yeah, I called you while you were in the ER.
Yeah.
Is that like a
Quite
stone in the butt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's good. We've been complaining for weeks that we haven't hit that, so that's great. We also got a bunch more...
See, complaining pays off.
It's, yeah.
Is
This
it
on
YouTube?
This is YouTube subscribers.
YouTube subscribe?
Yeah. Yeah, and it took us 86 episodes. We got to 5,000.
Can you believe
subscribers. Yeah. We also have 100 patrons, which we passed this week because I don't know why. We just got a bunch more patrons, and I don't know what it was that did it. But one reason might be that if you sign up this month to the $10 tier or higher, you get a Gamey Game pin. So then maybe that's a reason.
Or I like that you just can't accept that there's success.
It's weird. It feels wrong.
Yeah.
But why would it's funny to me that someone who doesn't really like the show, but is still like, oh, but I want the pin. I want a free pin, but it's not free. Like you've done yourself a bad deal.
Right. I like to
It's
think
a $10 pin.
It's a $10 pin.
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
expensive pin.
it's not that expensive.
It's not worth it.
I like to think that the people who have signed up do like the show.
Yeah.
And maybe they just didn't, it was just like, they just put them over the edge to sign up. So I'd like to thank the people that did sign up this week. Someone named Mystery Santana.
Mystery Santana.
I went to a Santana concert once with my dad, and it was like it was smooth. It was like 50 minutes of being like, yes, he is good at guitar, and then smooth, and then the end of the concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also...
You play all these hits.
Guitar. Yeah.
This next song is a guitar song.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, we're not
Now it's
making
time
fun
for
of you.
Sorry, Santana.
Sorry,
Santana's
Mr.
great.
Santana.
It's a legend.
Might not even be related to the musician. Santana, we don't know.
No, I think this is actually Santana. I think it's Carlos Santana.
No, it's a mystery.
But he's put
mystery.
mysteries because he's like, I don't want anyone to know that it's me. Nailed it. You've really nailed it, Carlos Santana.
Also, Ben Lee.
Black Magic
Musicians.
Woman.
So many musicians.
Ben Lee.
Yeah,
I saw Ben Lee at Livid Festival
Yeah, right.
in 2000. I think it was 1999 or 2000, and Ben Lee was performing, and it was right when, what was that song, like Cigarettes Will Kill You, that whole big song. And while he was performing, Friends of Ron were about to go on the next stage over, and the whole crowd was just swaying back and forth, just going Friends-o, and Ben Lee was getting real mad at the crowd.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
And at one point he yelled out, "Oh guys, I was at Woodstock 99 earlier in the year. Compared to this, it fucking sucked." So expecting everyone to go like, "Oh yeah." And then there's just like dead silence, and then you just hear one guy go, "You fucking suck!" And it was the best concert I ever saw.
Yeah, right.
So thanks, Ben Lee.
We're going to
Ben
talk about
Lee.
every single one.
Chris Young. Sounds like a musician, but probably isn't. I don't know.
Chris Young could be. I mean, maybe a lesser known.
You guys see Chris Young play concerts. We're sharing concert
Actually,
stories.
Livid Festival in '99. He was on before
Actually, I saw
Friends
on
of
Big
Ron.
Day Out 2000.
The Business Gamer. Brad Walsh, Jacob Broom, Connor Hendrickson. I don't know why I'm laughing at Broom.
Brooms,
I do, yeah.
Brooms are funny. Yeah.
And
Like
the- and
hysterical to clean up.
the town of Broome is funny.
Yeah.
It's a funny place.
It's a pretty place.
Yeah.
Samantha Martino and Joe Blow.
There's a Club Med up there.
Joe Blow sounds pretty made
Is there a
up.
club?
Sure,
What
but that's
what
something
is
else.
Club Med?
Club Med, it's like a resort.
Like a rehab thing?
No.
No, okay. Thanks so much, guys. You'll be getting your own pins. But we've also had two amazing individuals sign up to our new $50 tier. That's the Ben's Damp Sock tier. So Scorzilla and Santeri Rakonen will both be receiving not only a mug, not only a pin, an invite to the Discord, but they'll also be getting one of Ben's socks dampened in a mysterious way.
And if you guess, you get the next.
If you can guess what it's been dampened with, then you get the other sock.
Yeah.
So we should do this now, I think. Get this out of the way.
No, I'm just wondering the logistics of sending. So you're going to post the sock.
They'll be-
Yeah.
Yes.
You're going to post the damp sock.
We have
Dry.
to post two socks one to the United States and one to Finland.
I did not bring
How-
backup socks. So you want me to?
Oh,
Yeah, you
God.
just have to use your regular socks. That's the good stuff.
This is
That's
what you
the
signed.
real-
This is what you signed up for.
The
Ben.
good. That's the good shit.
It's the socks off your feet.
Absolutely sucks.
But how is that going to
was
get
a-
through customs? How are you going to send wet
Look,
socks?
I wondered that as well, and I don't have an answer.
But they won't
Do you
be
have a
wet.
plastic bag?
We'll put them in like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, they were.
They won't be wet anymore.
Yeah.
Will they?
Or they'll be mouldy.
So I'll just leave them
Well, so
there.
your socks are too brown. It's what? It's the morning.
Take a minute. They just have to be damp, not
No.
wet.
They're too dirty for 10
I feel like he's
Well,
picked
they'll
up dirty
dry a
socks,
little
Is what's happening.
Right.
I'm just going to pop them in there to marinate.
Great.
This was just an aside.
You got to be careful with your jokes because some people take them
We're
seriously.
talking about socks. I was like, let's do this.
Yeah, I just feel like you need a contingency plan for when customs takes
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
damp socks. Like, what are you going to do for the people in America?
This sock bucket is still wet.
We'll
It's wet inside and out. It's just a wet bucket.
All right, I'm going to put that there.
Yes,
We can check
okay.
back in a little later.
What? Yep. Still,
Make sure you can't see.
still a wet sock. in there.
Yeah, something
Make sure you
doesn't get
can't see
more
that.
wet once it's wet.
Yeah, we don't want to be able to identify that liquid.
Now I don't have any socks. And I've got shit to do today. I'm not going home.
Have no sympathy for you.
I'm
Ben.
not going home today for ages, so I'm just going to have stinky feet. Yuck.
Oh, well.
I guess you shouldn't offer to put your socks in buckets.
Yeah, you made
was-
this bed for yourself.
It's my
Anyway,
fault.
that's great. Thanks so much, guys, for signing up for that.
Do I get that money?
Maybe we'll.
Does that money come directly to me?
No,
Do I get
It'll go-
remunerated for my socks?
it'll go. Well, no, you get remunerated for your time. I think we'll work something out.
This feels wrong. Feels like I'm getting exploited.
I think it's great. This week we're going to take a look at Darksiders Genesis. But first, what do you think of this? A new Twitter account has surfaced that's dedicated to answering a single question: Can you see feet? At Can You See Feet has already shared some of the bare limbs of many of our favourite characters like Link, Phoenix Wright, Wario, and Sam Porter Bridges. Do you know you can see his feet in that game that he's in? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go.
Well, how do you feel about that game, Greg?
About
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
I think it's a stupid fucking game. It's one of the worst games that's ever been made.
Did you hate it from the start?
I loved it from the start.
Oh, so you're
And
like Ben.
yeah, I feel
I
like
don't hate it as strongly as Greg does, though.
I feel like it's like going to a restaurant that advertises or just has cool shit in it, and it has you're sitting on milk crates and you got all kinds of it's all whatever, and then you get in there and then you realize this is just someone's just reheated some macas, but the music's really cool and it looks really cool. But this is the worst restaurant I've ever actually been to. That's Death Stranding. It's just a bad game disguised as a artsy good game, and it's not good in any way. I hate it. Anyway,
Fair enough.
Well, I seem to remember last time I was here, everyone making a big deal about it and telling me that I was the idiot for not playing it. I feel really good.
Well,
to
they
hear
were
that you guys-
gaslighting you.
Yeah.
Everyone who likes Death Stranding is
And you know
gaslighting
what?
people.
Everyone is always gaslighting me, so I'm always the victim.
But Xavier still likes it, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not his bloody girlfriend.
You're friends with him, though.
Yeah, but I'm not a bloody girlfriend.
The last I heard, he'd come back around.
Yeah.
He was like, I didn't like it, and then he was like, no, I think I actually like it again.
Yeah.
But
So Greg's his bloody girlfriend for knowing
Yeah,
that.
crazy. You got a
his girlfriend.
Xavier's your girlfriend.
Because it's a bad thing to be a
What?
girlfriend.
Yeah, it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst things you
Really
could be.
bad.
Yeah. Everybody knows that. Imagine being a girlfriend or having one. Am I right, fellas? I'm just joking. I'm in a long-term relationship. I'm quite happy. Sorry.
Are you guys feet people?
What?
Are you feet people?
Am I foot people? Does this answer your question?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, man.
It just puts your feet on the table.
What?
This will get more subscribers.
I was going to say, why are your feet dirty? It's because you're not wearing any socks.
Yeah,
So
do
get-
like a real hard crack, like zoom in right on those tootsies.
Yeah.
Look at the
Right
angle
in
that
there.
your little toe's on. It's
That's-
really folded in and under,
Yeah,
isn't
I know.
it?
It's weird, huh?
Yeah,
I
mine
got
doesn't
quite
do
a
that.
bulbous big boy.
You know,
They are
have-
quite
Yeah.
padded.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino sign up for the Patreon. I don't get. I don't like. You know, hey, I don't want to kink shame anybody.
Sure.
I don't want to kink shame anybody.
Yeah.
Do as you feel.
Yeah.
But also, it just seems like it's not even like it's just like why feet? What's good about feet? They're just a
Yeah.
fucking foot.
I don't see the appeal.
Are there hand fetish people?
I don't know.
Sure there are.
Common, right?
A lot of the feet.
I feel like everyone's in a way a hand fetish just because the hands get a
Do
lot
all
of
the
stuff
stuff.
done.
Yeah.
Right.
Hands get stuff done.
I love what hands do.
What are you talking about? So you're saying feet don't get stuff
You
done?
can't finger
You're a
with feet.
liar. That's not true either.
But feet, maybe feet.
I would hope it is.
You can toe someone up, you know what I'm
No.
saying?
Toe it up.
Toe it up!
Toe 'em up.
You're right. I won't knock it till I try. Text
I
you
mean,
guys.
I defend this, but I don't see the idea of
But is,
feet either.
are feet alluring because you don't typically see them as much as hands?
Well,
Oh, so it's a hidden. So if you hide anything, it'll become like, oh.
yeah, what is
yeah,
it?
it's the mystery center.
That's why people want to see my secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, they want to.
It's like I saw someone in the share house I was in years ago going, "Oi guys, you got to check this out," and showed a sort of a porno where people were licking each other's eyeballs.
Oh.
And it was one of those things where I just went, I don't understand. Like, cool, like do it, but isn't that just going to hurt your eye?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that just going to be
The white of your eye doesn't have any nerve endings.
touch your white of your eye right now? Prove
Don't.
it. Prove it. Prove it. Yeah, all right.
I mean, you look like you're in pain right now.
Just do it.
Bloodshot?
I didn't feel it at all.
Do it like, do it like one more time.
I think
like,
we just busted a myth.
one more time, but like real slow. Real slow.
No, I hate it. You're right. You're right. Okay, that's fucked.
I reckon there's something to like they like characters wear shoes because there's like the most bones in your feet than there are in the whole body, so they'd be harder to animate realistically. The way they move, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I figured it out. We shouldn't talk about it anymore.
So, what's happening?
So this is this is a Twitter account.
I thought you had something to actually contribute.
I just got lost. Why are we talking about feet?
Because this is in the news, the gaming news. You know, gaming news isn't like real news.
No, we're talking about
But you're
feet.
saying there's a Twitter account that tells you if you can see feet. So people who want to see some feet in a game can be like, oh, here's the game for me.
Yeah, like some characters you can see their feet in some form, others you can't, right?
I think it's even less instructive than if you want to see the feet. It just asks the question.
It asks the question,
Can you see the
but
feet?
it takes submissions, right? So you can, if you've discovered that you can see someone's feet in a game, like Wario,
You can report it.
then you can send it to them, and you send them a screenshot like we have here.
If you
Share.
if you spot a foot, say
Spot a
something.
foot, yeah,
Spotfoot.
Spot a foot.
yeah,
Love spot a foot.
It's like Spotify, but for feet.
Yeah.
yeah. Right. Okay.
You can search by artist
Yeah.
type.
Different artists' feet.
Yeah.
You want to see all the Prince's feet, rest in peace, and you can.
I heard he has lots of feet locked away in a vault that he just vowed never to release. But hopefully his estate will get those feet
I
out
bet
there.
they're really
Hopefully.
good feet though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
They're
would.
so good.
And
They're so
he wouldn't be
good.
happy with them because he was such a perfectionist, but
Yeah.
they'd be great feet.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
We just let us have the feet.
What's the best in-game foot?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about feet. Like I've played. What was it? Did Breath of the Wild is a feet game?
Yeah, Link, because he starts off in his undies.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah. Like I've played that more than most of the games that I have at the moment, but I couldn't even recall seeing his feet. And obviously I've seen them.
well,
Yeah,
You don't
definitely
think about it.
seen.
You don't play a game going, where's the feet?
You take the
Where's
feet
the
for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's why we need this Twitter.
That's
it's
true.
like we've been taking game character feet for granted for too long.
Well, that's right. I mean, again, we give all the kudos to the hands.
Yep.
You know,
We
I
do.
thank my hands every night
Yeah.
before going to bed. I say,
Yeah.
thank you.
You-
Thank you.
And then you draw little faces on them and
Yeah.
hello, mwah, 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 mwah. You are my friend.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a dong in a game?
A dong,
A dong,
a peen.
a peen.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen.
I mean, there's a mod for that.
Yeah, but not counting mods. Not counting like weird. I do remember playing a game.
If you can, if it's on PC, there's a mod to see a dick.
Yeah. If you're counting mods,
Yeah.
you can put a dick in
Yeah.
every single game.
If it's moddable,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Civ 6, and you can get so many dicks.
Stardew Valley, man, you just grow dicks. You farm dicks.
But a legit dong,
Legit dong, legit dick.
like in the base programming, someone's.
I reckon a lot of
I don't think I have.
No, I reckon a lot of people have made the decision that they don't need to go through the process of animating and.
What about GTA? That's historically quite a rude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but
No.
I can't even think of seeing a dick in GTA.
No.
There is a game from years ago that I played on like a 386, like back in the, like just literally just monochrome called Astro Tits, and it was a little dick on the screen
Oh, yeah.
that shoots sperms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But apart from that, like that, I feel like that's not a legitimate game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some
not a
guy
AAA.
just made that.
What
up.
about, Leisure Suit Larry is my
Never
go-to.
see it.
Yeah,
never see a
does
dick
that-
in that.
You never see a dick in it.
You never really see anything in that.
No, it's all just.
I think
It's
it's just-
innuendo.
it's innuendo and implied, or like, whatever. I don't.
This is a really important
I wish-
discussion, you guys.
I like the idea of there being a dick in a game and someone going, "Hey Robert, the deadline for all your dick textures is coming up. If you could just get that on the
Yes.
desk."
And then that meeting that's like, you know how the client always has like one really annoying comment? So it would just be like, I'm loving the dick and I'm loving the shape of the dick. Can we add a vein?
We're gonna have to delay the game. We cannot get the dick at 60 frames per second. It is not. The dick is unstable.
I want the dick to look wet.
Yeah. It's
I
not.
want to see a shine on that wet dick.
Ray tracing on the dick is phenomenal. You can get the lighting on it. It catches the light.
Yeah.
How do you feel about where we got to with this? Evan?
Feet to dick. It's the next
I felt like,
logical
it
conclusion.
was going to wind up there. That's fine.
What's that little baby in Death Stranding? Because that's naked. Do you see that's?
Oh, you do. You do
Oh,
see
do you
its
really?
little dick. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, wow, there we got
So
there.
all of a
It's a tiny
sudden,
little
We
baby.
found out. It's a
Yeah.
baby dick. It's a baby
the
dick in a
loophole
game.
is baby
Yeah.
dick.
The loophole.
Well, that was worthwhile after all. Maybe we should move on.
I think you see Trevor's dick in GTA 5. Oh, sorry, yeah. Do you
Ah,
Great.
games
Really?
where you see dicks?
Yes.
Yeah.
A list of games.
Great. Yes.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Good, because I was
Just yell-
thinking
yell
if
them out.
there is going to be dicks
This is it's
in
like a Kotaku article.
Okay.
Monsters Revenge, but that's like a pixelated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's racist
Okay.
too.
And that's a real. That's everything's bad about that one.
Rampage World Tour. Leisure Suit Larry, you do see a dick.
You do see a dick.
Hey.
Manhunt 2.
Okay.
Manhunt. I remember that.
That was full on.
Black Plague. Grand Theft Auto 4.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
Oh no, that's 5. Trevor's in
Heavy
5.
Rain. You see a dick. Amnesia. Dante's Inferno.
Amnesia?
Animal Crossing New Leaf.
What?
You see a dick. One of
Animal-
the statues has a dick.
Oh, a statue.
But it's still a dick.
Oh yeah, I
Statue
mean that
day,
is a
but,
dick.
I guess.
A dick's a dick.
Yeah.
Outlast. Far Cry 4.
What?
South Park. I mean, that's not that surprising. GTA 5. Correct.
Yeah.
GTA 5. Where are the?
Dicks. I kind of don't want
Wow.
Well, my
Well,
opinion
that's
is the same.
There's
surprising.
heaps of dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually
Hey.
a lot of dicks.
You know what? Could you next list? turkey slaps. So now we know we've got. Now we know we've got.
Turkey slap.
Yeah.
All right.
It gets the dick down
Yeah,
to business.
Yeah. How is the dick being used?
Well, see, I think I'm proud of myself in a way for my maturity in that I've played a lot of those games, and at no point have I paused the game and then like taken a photo of the screen and gone, "There's the dick." And I haven't done it, and
Yeah, right.
I don't even
Impressive.
remember. You know, like, and good on me.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
We're all proud of you.
Thank you so much.
What about pussies?
Yeah.
I reckon there's
It is-
the list for vaginas in games would be 400 times longer
Yeah.
than dicks. It would just be like, I would be surprised if there isn't a vagina in a game.
What about Mario Odyssey? It's just a
There's
nice game.
One big
actually
vagina, I'm
surprising
telling
there
you.
was not a
Yeah. I would be genuinely shocked. I will eat my hat.
The T-Rex has a big vagina.
I remember
Just pause and zoom in.
Minecraft.
I
Like,
remember the first time I saw boobs in a game. It was Duke Nukem,
Ooh.
Ah.
and I was like, "There's titties here."
Duke Nukem 3D? Or
Yeah, something like that. I think it was
Nukem
so.
3D.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The hook.
It was fucking wild, man.
Great game.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 2. Oh, get out of here.
I'm getting a picture of teenage Ben now. That
Yeah.
He was a real grub.
I believe it. Your socks are in a bucket.
Let's check back on the bucket. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
So okay, so one of the guys that did the $50 thing, his name is Scorezilla.
Scorezilla?
He sent me.
I bet he does though.
He sent me a message because he wanted to make sure I wasn't going to use his real name on the show.
Because there's shame.
I don't know why, but that's fine. It's up to him or her. But they did say, depending on what Ben does, I do have something fun planned for that sock. And then in brackets, not in a gross way. Haha. So,
There's nothing. There's even if it's not sexual or anything. There's nothing that isn't gross.
Yeah.
Involving Ben's wet sock.
And there's nothing that
Nothing
isn't
that is
sexual.
gross.
Yeah. Fun is a word that can't be applied to this situation.
Gonna take it to Disneyland.
Here it is.
under the
Toad.
castle.
Mr. Toad's Wild.
it's a fun day out. All right, look, I don't know what that means. I guess maybe we'll find out. The Darksiders series started back in 2010, and here we are, 10 years later, with the fourth installment, Darksiders Genesis. It's a top-down hack and slash available now on all the major platforms. Let's take a look at the trailer. That was a look at the trailer for Darksiders Genesis.
Can we just have that conversation in the window?
It's probably not appropriate for it.
Nah, people like that stuff.
This is a so it's a top-down hack and slash sort of a game. This is the first Darksiders game I've played. It's a prequel to the first one that came out in 2010. Story-wise, I don't know what's going on story-wise. You're playing there's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, I imagine. Are there any other horsemen?
No, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Just the classic 4.
Classic 4.
Yeah.
In this game, there are 2 of them that you can play. You can play War and Strife. Death and Fury are the 2 others in this game that are off doing something else. I don't know what they're doing, but you can't play them.
There is another horseman of the apocalypse.
Yeah?
Jacob Sartorius. He's one of the horsemen of the apocalypse.
I don't know
He's to
who that
signal the
is.
end of times. He's a child boy that loves to eat pussy. He goes on.
This doesn't.
He's on Twitter and Instagram, and he loves to let everyone know that.
God, how quickly did we get there? I was like, let's talk about the game for a bit. Let's actually do the game. Just let's let Evan have his game show, and then we can bring the pussies in. But that was so quick, Ben. And met with enough we don't know what that is, and then shoehorned in.
That almost was the saddest line that's ever been said at this desk. Was just let Evan have his game show. Let him do it. Let him be trying.
Let's just let him have it.
One time.
This baby can go from 0 to pussy. 1.2 seconds. Slaps Ben on hood.
God.
Oh man! All right. Okay.
Darksiders.
Okay. So it's the first one I've played. It's as I understand it, it's a bit different to the previous one. So it's sort of jumped, not quite genre hopping really, but it's been a bit different each time.
Yeah.
And this one is the first time it's been this sort of. I guess isometric is right, but it's a fixed camera, fixed perspective that you're playing around.
Yeah.
I found it did a pretty good job. Since it was the first one I'd played, I think it did a pretty good job of telling me how to play, getting me started on everything. But it does get a little bit complicated when you start getting into collecting things and the skill tree sort of thing.
To me, Darksiders as a franchise is one of those franchises that just kind of, it's not, I've never enjoyed it, but it has a real dedicated core fan base that love the Darksiders franchise.
But that's the question I was going to have. Does it because to me, Darksiders is like the band U2. Everybody has got a U2 album kicking around somewhere.
Yeah.
When U2 does a concert, everyone's like, "Oh, I guess I'll go to the U2 concert because they're good, apparently."
Yeah.
And I've never met anyone in my life that goes, "Oh, U2, great band." Never met anyone whose favourite band is U2. And I feel like that with Darksiders, it's one of those games that it's so middle of the road and generic that it just seems to get through.
Yeah, it's weird. It's always one of those, I feel like it's constantly on PS Plus.
Well, that's what U2 did. They forced their album down people's throats.
Yeah.
So.
Had to download it onto your iPod, and I was like, excuse me, do not
Still have
force
it.
yourself onto my iPod.
But U2 had genuine hits.
Yeah, Darksiders is worse than U2. Because I've played the other 2 Darksiders and I thought they were both pretty generic and boring.
Yeah.
But they were fine, but also just a slightly worse version of, say, Zelda. The second one I think it was more of a Zelda-y kind of thing where you have dungeons and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And it was just kind of boring a little bit, and the story, who cares? It's just, there's some demons and now they're going. And this one, I just knew, just whatever it is, it's just going to be some demons. Someone's going to be going, here's a wisecracking funny line that isn't that funny. Yeah. And then you just kill people and then coloured balls come out. It's always coloured balls.
Yeah, coloured balls
Millions
everywhere.
of coloured balls.
It is very...
One of those games where you have 6 different colours of coloured balls that fly, and who cares? It's just boring and nothing. It's just nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, how's life?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm coping really well.
Yeah.
I've got a new psychologist.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, good. Just checking.
I mean, I agree with Greg though. It is kind of just nothing as a franchise. I'm not drawn to it, but I know that there are people that apparently I've been told love it. And this game is getting reviewed relatively well.
Yeah, I think they generally have been getting none of them have been like shit games. I don't think it's just that they're sort of fairly, but also isn't like a big AAA game really either. Like it's priced at like $50.
It's short as well.
Really?
Well, no, it's 15 hours.
Pretty
Is apparently the story. I think I read that somewhere. That's quite short.
But a lot of this one is. It features the co-op thing, so there are the two, Strife and War. These two characters who are new, and they're both what?
No, nothing.
Okay.
There's DLC, and you can play as Jacob Sartorius.
I saw vagina on your face. I saw it. How old is this kid?
Is this what he does?
I feel like he's been 17 for like 5 years.
Okay.
He's probably 30.
So he's like Justin Bieber, but not lying.
Yeah, he's like a Justin Bieber without the talent.
Okay.
Think about that for a little bit.
I think as a hack and slash, I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed the combat. I don't think I'd be enjoying it for 15 hours. Like I don't think I'm just not going to get through that with the gameplays.
Well, what else are you going to do?
No, you're right. But it's you can jump on and off your horses. That's kind of if you're on horses, you can run around and plow through stuff, or you can get off your horse and do some.
Evan, it really feels like you're looking for reasons to like this game.
You can push. It utilizes every button on the controller. Every button has a function.
You can walk.
You can walk. You can move quicker or slower as you please.
Yeah. It's heaps of stuff. Like it's just you.
I played it I couldn't figure out why I was playing it. When I was playing it, I was just like,
Right.
Yeah.
like I just don't care. Like it was just monotonous and boring. It was just nothing.
Yeah, there are so many games.
There are so many games.
Yeah.
Why are you going to invest your time into this one?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has some fun voice acting going on.
I don't like it. I especially don't like games where they try to be funny.
Yeah, I feel like this is less in tone. It felt less like it was like trying to be funny, because there's games like Borderlands 3. We've talked about a few, like and Journey to the Savage Planet, where it's like they're definitely trying to be funny. And it does come across as a little bit try hard. Sometimes it lands and sometimes it doesn't. Whereas this is just, it's not so much like they're cracking jokes or something, but it's just the dialogue or banter between the characters. It's a bit of fun. It's fun. And I think the voice acting in it is I was pleasantly surprised. I think the quality of it all is quite good for relatively, for a sort of cheaper end game, I guess. Whoever does what, like there are some voices in there that are like, I've heard that voice. I didn't bother looking it up, obviously. Recognizable voices in it.
I was like, oh, yeah. It wasn't that level of interest that would spark me to go any further.
It's the kind of writing that like they give, like they think that the character being handsome and sarcastic is enough for it to be funny.
Like it's sarcasm.
If it's just like a handsome man being like, oh, this guy, and then you're like, that's not a joke.
But there's some, maybe there's some value in the juxtaposition between the horsemen of the apocalypse being sarcastic. Is there? No? Maybe.
No. I don't even understand what's going on in the game. Like it just starts off and the first scene is this guy going, "Hey, I'm here to kill you," and then the guy goes, "You can't kill me," and then he goes whoosh, and kills him. He goes, "Whoops, I did." And then it doesn't. And then there were all these dudes in there, and he goes, "You can't. There's too many people. You're all alone." And then he goes, "I'm not alone." And then there's one other dude, and then suddenly everyone else disappears, and they go, "It's a war with the big guys. We got to get them. Who's these guys? Get them." And then that's the story. I don't know what it is. Who cares?
I don't know what the story is either. But I don't know. There are a couple of fun characters you come across that are like, oh yeah.
If you could make up a story for a video game, what would it be?
It'd be a game about someone who loves sniffing feet.
You'd be on this list.
Yeah. Feet Sniffers Incorporated. It would be called Feet Sniffers Incorporated. It'd be like GTA, but feet.
You got to track the feet.
You got to track the feet. There's a feet tracker system.
You're on a scent.
It's like Alien Resurrection.
The movie.
No, wait. What's the one? What's the Alien game? The
Isolation.
Isolation.
Oh, yep.
It's like that, but feet. And GTA, but feet.
So wait, the feet is hunting.
It's a
You
survival
are
mode.
hunting the feet, but the feet are also hunting you.
Oh.
And you got to sniff out the feet. And there's Mario elements in it.
Yeah.
Like platforming?
Yeah, it's a platforming, survival horror, open world kind of.
Who are the bad guys?
The feet.
The feet. Can we have the
But-
feet using crossbows or
Yeah, the feet can use
bow and
crossbows. They can
arrows?
use anything
Yeah.
they want.
Right.
There's like a build element like that Dreams game, so you can make
Yeah,
it.
right,
You
okay.
can make the feet do all kinds of stuff.
That's cool.
It's kind of like Little Big Planet, but feet. With the Mario and the aliens.
Right.
So
Okay.
Okay.
You're hired.
thank you.
Get that on.
Cheers, cunt.
You can swap between strife and war at any point on demand. Just
Wow.
switch characters.
Evan.
To whichever one that you.
Those characters.
That's not evidence of good game.
No,
That's-
I'm not. I'm just saying.
To be fair, it's just describing.
I'm describing.
Yes,
I'm
fair.
describing.
You're right. You're
I'm not
right.
editorializing here. You can. So you can
Speak straight up.
Yeah. Thank you.
There is no hyperbole.
reporting the facts.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Finally, the journalism we deserve.
You can switch characters, and they play differently, of course. So Strife is more of a he's faster. You can he has a ranged attack with his guns. So you can have two different kinds of ammo. So shooting people, that's good. And then if you switch over to War is a bigger and slower. He does have a ranged attack. He has like a blade that he can throw out. And he's in melee combat. He's a bit more.
Do you own any blades?
Not personally, no.
Greg does.
Got over 7 blades.
Knives,
Harness,
swords.
knives, stabbing weapons. Good with a blade.
Why?
That's
Because actually, just like, I think they're more efficient than guns.
Yeah.
So, if someone comes up to me, I'm like, hey kids, sorry. Whoosh. Got the blade. Get them.
Hey kids, sorry, pull out the blade.
Personal kid.
Greg, would you say that you live by the blade?
I'd live by the blade. I study the blade. I live by the way of the blade.
Okay.
Do you reckon you'll die by the blade?
I won't die by the blade. People will die by my blade.
You got any blades, Lena?
No, unless you count rollerblades, which I don't have.
Okay.
I used to rollerblade actually.
I love
Really?
rollerblading.
That would look quite funny.
Now it would. Back then it was cool.
Just Greg now.
Yeah.
with
Rollerblade. It's commuting, not
Yeah.
rollerblading for fun.
Yeah.
Like I just I just got to get to the shop.
Get from A to B.
Yeah, carrying my Coles shopping bags. That'd be all right. Are you allowed in IGA with rollerblades on?
I don't think they can kick you out.
They won't catch you.
No.
You got to start blading.
Yeah, you
I
gotta start
reckon
blading.
it's
That's what I keep
roller
telling you.
skates are back. They're back with a really aggressive force, and
Really?
it makes me feel. Pretty
I don't believe you.
What
I
about-
haven't seen a single roller.
Why would I lie? Why would I lie?
Because you work for Big Roller Skate.
What if you could get a clip-on, not Heelys, I'm not talking about Heelys, but I'm talking about like a clip-on rollerblade to your boot
Yeah.
that you could, because the inconvenience of rollerblades is
Yeah.
now you got to sit down and go and take them all off.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you can.
But if
they
you just
exist.
chuck them in the backpack, clip-on rollerblade,
I think they exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
There's
That's
a
a good.
Heelys, when I remember first seeing Heelys and going, wow, that's cool. I wonder if they make them for adults. And then I saw an adult
Yes.
wearing Heelys and I was like,
no. Yeah. There's a video. There's like a compilation video, and it's like one of those like clickbait articles. Clickbait articles that's like this guy doing his great Heeley tricks, and it's just someone's dad just like rolling through a car park and then just like jumping and landing normally and then like walking, and it's pathetic, and it's like Yeah, but I bet you he's still there for his kids.
You're gonna get the Heelys?
Apparently, they're a lot harder to use than what they seem like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think I'd fall over if I.
Well, yeah, you're overextending one of your feet, right? So to use
Kind
it,
of
you have to like,
balancing on
you're
the-
kind of
yeah.
like overextending and keeping it. And I reckon you'd pull a hammy pretty easily. Beware, beware.
Yeah. Also, if you're an adult and you've got Heelys, you'll probably die alone.
I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, well. You know.
Is it alone if your brain is screaming? No.
I don't know how to answer that.
Strife can't block. He just is a second firing mode. But war can block and parry attacks.
I mean, that is a classic war
Yeah,
trait.
yeah.
Yeah.
Strife hard.
See, and they missed out on such a, because they have just American accents.
Yeah.
If someone's called Strife, you want them to be like, oh, hello, it's fucking Strife. Oh, someone called for a bit of trouble and strife.
Yeah.
You know, like it would be perfect if they were all
Like
Cockney.
wife, Cockney
Yeah,
rhymes.
yeah. Oh, it's the wife. Sorry, I meant trouble and strife. You know? Good. That'd be fun.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a bit of
They're
fun.
Cockneys.
Cockneys.
Yeah.
There's not enough Cockneys in games.
Really?
Yeah.
What about any of the Fableds? Remember Fable?
Yeah, Fable. Oh, man. Such good games, sort of.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, every single,
played
like, I remember the
Fable.
first Fable, I played it and just going, fuck, this game is so good. I can't wait to, oh, it's over. It's just, it was over before it began.
Yeah, right.
Fable 2 was quite good. I remember that.
Yeah, I feel like that was good.
I really enjoyed it.
What are they? They're just RPG games.
Yeah, made by that Peter Molyneux.
What's
dude
the?
Yeah.
Are they?
who just fucking loves to tell people how sick he is. I'm
Like
Peter
unwell?
Molyneux, I'm sick.
Oh.
No, fully sick.
Fully
he's-
right.
Are they
Like
based
mad
off the? Yeah, basically.
I get you.
Unwell. Are they based off those Fables graphic novels?
No.
No. Okay. Then I have no interest, and I'm upset that you brought it up.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm kidding. Just. I don't know, Ben. Sometimes I'm.
What was that heavy metal game that Jack Black was in?
Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend. That was another game. That was a
Oh.
classic game that would have been one of the best games ever. But and apparently, and not apparently, it literally, they were basically half finished the game, and the bosses went, nah, we got to release this game.
Yeah, right.
So it's basically a half finished game.
The same guy that made like Grim Fandango and all those fantastic
I love that.
LucasArts
Yeah.
Click games.
Yeah.
And he's got his production company Double
Fine.
Yeah.
Yes. They do real good games.
Yeah.
And Brutal Legend was a really good game that was way too short and didn't have enough elements in it. But it was it would have been one of the best games ever.
They do Psychonauts now, which is like a psychic sort of based platformer 3D.
Yeah.
Did Double Fine do that? What was the game where it was two people? It was like a point and click adventure, and it was two different people, and then their stories merge. What was that game? It was kind of recent, not that recent, a few years old. There's a boy and a. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
What?
There's like a boy and a girl, and the boy's on a spaceship, and the girl lives in a village. It's a point and click adventure. It's a really popular game.
Good, but I.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't
What's it
think of
called?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I feel like the word broken is in it somewhere in the title.
Broken Age.
Broken Age, maybe?
I think that's Double Fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Double Fine.
Yeah, it is Broken Age.
I haven't played
Yeah,
Broken.
Broken Age.
Neither.
Yeah, Broken Age.
It's quite good.
It's so good.
You
into
mentioned
that.
you mentioned Grim Fandango, and when I played that the first time through, my game glitched and I got stuck because there was like one thing that I was like, it's got to be this. There's no way that it can be any other result. But I don't know if you guys played it, but there's a moment where
Yeah, I've completed it.
you've started some kind of platform like a pulley system, and then you meant to jump on it. It takes you up, and my game was glitching and it wouldn't let me up onto the pulley system, and I cried over it. I was like, I've spent so many hours. There are no other options. And my mum was worried about me. But, and then I looked up a walkthrough and I was like, no, it's just a glitch in the game. And then I had to finish it on my friend's computer.
Indiana Jones and the Search for Atlantis or something like that. That was at 1, and I loved that game, and I got so stuck on it that when because my parents were American, they were traveling to the US, I got them to pick up like a strategy guide for it.
Wow.
It was only available in America.
Yeah.
And I was so fucking stoked.
That was
when I got it.
legitimately a better time when, like, the internet in a lot of ways has ruined our lives.
Yeah.
But in this specific way, the way that it's ruined our lives is there's no more mystery surrounding games, and because it's too easy. Like I was playing Stardew Valley recently, and that you just ruin everything because you can't help yourself. You're like, oh, I want to find out what I have to do this.
Yeah, I'm too impatient. I'll look stuff up.
You look stuff up
rather
and
than
then
work it out.
and you don't find out the secret. And so I know the secrets that I haven't unlocked. Or there's nothing to find out. You'd play games back in the 90s and you'd be like, oh, I wonder if there's like a secret way you can get up here. I don't know. Nobody knows because I can't talk to anyone.
I remember you had to get a magazine, one of those gamer magazines, to get the move list for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
you'd go onto those gamer and they'd always post the cheat codes for games.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, this is sick, we've got to fucking check this out. So it became kind of this quest to find cheat codes for your games with your friends so that you could fuck around and play
I
them.
don't know, I'm pretty young and like youthful and have my life ahead of me. So like I had the internet when I was looking up stuff. So
Yeah, well, we didn't.
yeah, well, I just had willpower and control and
Bloody millennials.
So I played this game alone, and I think it's
Mate.
it's
Humble brag.
it's designed to be a co-op game though. You can play split screen co-op, but you can still play it on your own. But the idea is you got the two characters. One plays Strife, one plays War, and then sort of as you go through, you can there's platforming bits where. Or you've got like open a door. You need to pull two levers, which when you're playing on your own, you just do one and then you do the other and do that. But it's more geared towards co-op play, and I think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I was playing with a friend.
All right. That's the saddest thing that's ever been said now.
Yeah.
You managed to trump it. That's heartbreaking.
yeah.
I thought about that when I when I first booted up the game. I saw that it was co-op, and I thought, oh, maybe I could get a friend to play, but I don't want to. I don't want to like hurt my friends by making them pay $50 to get it. You know what I mean? I don't feel, and also I don't have anyone.
Yeah, every single one of these stories has been like, so there is a co-op option, and I reckon it'd be pretty good if I had someone around to, like, I'd try it, I would. Both of you could play with each other.
What's the best game to play alone?
Alone?
Sims?
Yeah.
I reckon Stardew Valley.
Yeah?
Yeah. Until you get like real, like until you played it for 300 hours. Stardew Valley's the best.
Yeah.
I like Red Dead on my own.
You know, I like Sims. Sims on my own.
I play all the games on my own. I don't like playing co-op. I played Borderlands co-op a lot. Played Left 4 Dead a lot. Apart from that, not really any co-op. And also multiplayer. I hate multiplayer.
Yeah, right.
I hate
PvP?
playing. Yeah, people
You
are
get
idiots.
pwned?
Yeah, I lose all the time because you can't. You have to play multiplayer on a game right before, like right as it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because there's always some loser that's just going, you know what? I don't do anything but play this game.
Yeah.
And the longer it goes on, the more it's just impossible. Like I can't go into a Call of Duty match and even get one kill.
Yeah,
Because
because
the
you're playing
people-
against people who've been playing for months.
Yeah,
and are
that's
really
all
good at
they
it.
do.
Yeah.
And that's actually the crazy.
I do okay.
I remember looking up I was talking to my brother about this because we were talking about how it doesn't matter what the game is, there's always someone who's obsessed with that game. And I remember we were looking up back, I don't know if you can still do it, but you could look up leaderboards for just who'd gotten all the achievements or whatever on games on Xbox. And there was this Domino's game called Domino's Dino Dash or something. It was a free game that was made by Domino's, the pizza company.
You've said it like enough times
Yeah.
that I reckon you get some money for it.
Yeah.
I remember looking it up, and there was this one dude that was like dominating the leaderboards. He'd played it for hundreds of hours. He just knew that like someone had just gone, "This is my game." This was their Breath of the Wild. It was Domino's Dino Dash.
Yeah, if you get in early enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This will be someone's game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, someone will be like, "I'm obsessed with this game," and they'll play it constantly. They'll play it 57 times.
Yeah.
But it will be no Domino's Dino Dash.
And I can confirm you can see feet in this game.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're walking, you can see their feet.
Sure.
I think it's uncovered feet though.
Yeah, that's supposed
so
to
it's
be.
bare feet.
You can see feet in basically every game.
Yeah, it's just that.
Like it's a covered foot.
Please elaborate.
That Twitter begs to differ. So
One thing that is annoying about this game, and other reviewers and stuff have mentioned this as well, is the fixed camera. I really wanted to be able to move the camera around, like in most of these sorts of games. You can, it's 3D. You can spin the camera around, because you do get like, you walk behind things and you can't see your character, or it's just sort of awkward, kind of going back the other way, sort of towards the camera. It's just like, especially like some platforming bits are quite frustrating as well if you can't move the camera around.
Yeah, platforming and isometric.
Yeah, it's a
is
bit of a weird one. The other thing that bothered me, which is kind of related, was just sort of finding my way around the place. Like, there is a map in the game, but the map doesn't show you where your character's position is. Like, there's no, because like maps in video games, all of them that I know of, put a little marker showing where your character is on the map.
You're a big map guy.
I love maps. I just love to know where I'm going.
If a game has a bad map, you will hear about it on this show, because Evan is obsessed with it.
What's your best map game?
yeah.
That's a tricky one.
Best map.
Also, can you give us the criteria for what makes a good map?
Well, I mean, you need to be able to zoom in and out. You need to be able to see where you are, and I think it's important to be able to see. I want to know where to go. Nothing frustrates me more in a game than being lost and like going somewhere where I'm like, have I been this way already? Am I going the right way? You'll spend like 5 minutes going down the wrong way, and they go, I've been here before, or whatever. I should have been going this way the whole time. I don't know. It just feels like it's a boring waste of time.
Good question though. Who does? What are some of the best maps?
I liked the way Fallen Order did it, even though that's not the best map, but I think it handled it well. It actually did quite a good job of telling you, where you've been and where you need to go.
Breath of the Wild had a pretty good map.
Yeah.
It seemed to remember, isn't that right?
Yeah, I think Breath of the Wild Breath of the Wild had a good map. I like Breath of the Wild map because it has topography involved. You can look in, you can go, oh, that's a high peak.
Yeah.
I like the Far Cry maps because it's like just the sort of same rendering.
Yeah.
You can zoom in. Really.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fun.
So this
you?
one...
Any maps?
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if I think about it this much, but I also don't want to yuck your yum, guys.
Well, I mean, it's the kind of thing that should be really, really simple and straightforward. Like, it's just like a utility in an adventure game that you kind of...
Maybe it's quite difficult on the back end.
Well, no, but this is a deliberate decision.
You ever thought about that?
Well, I feel like this is a
The
deliberate...
programmer going, you don't get it, Evan. It's hard. The map is the hardest part of the game.
You've made like
Maybe.
6 enemies.
But so it doesn't tell you where your character's position is, but it does like light up the general area that you're in. So that I don't know. I feel like it's a deliberate.
But isn't there something to be said for like maybe not knowing, like maybe it puts you in the psychology of the character if you're not constantly being told where to go and you have to remember yourself.
It's
and
like these bloody millennials always on their phone.
Yeah.
They look up, see the world.
Get engaged.
Experience around you. You're playing the map, mate. You're not playing the game. Head up,
Yeah, right.
okay? Enjoy your surroundings.
Yeah. But I think it's that because it's the fixed camera, that I think that's why I was kind of more frustrated by not having a good map.
This is Evan's family Christmas.
Climate change is a myth.
Evan trying to explain maps to his dad.
I don't care, Evan. Get in the box.
Google Maps is great.
Get in
And
there.
I guess now we're back on vagina.
The Munro-Smith Christmas box. Everyone, all the Munro-Smiths gather around and force their eldest boy into the box, where they keep him in the sun for many hours.
Let's
Too much? Too true.
You hit a nerve, Ben. Abort.
we'll wrap this up, shall we? Darksiders Genesis. It's out now on all the major ones. It's on Windows. It's on Nintendo Switch. It's on PS4 and Xbox One, and also on Google Stadia if that's relevant to where you are, not in Australia. It's $49.95 on Steam, but if you wanted to get it on a console, it's $55 on the digital downloady stores. Or if you want to pay more, you can go to EB Games and pay $60. So,
Get them while EB Games is still
Still a
open.
thing.
yes.
Because it's not gonna last.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to go down with GameStop. They're both on a not going so well. We were provided a review copy for Darksiders Genesis.
So it's a really good game.
Thank you.
You should buy it.
What's this?
Just everyone
What's this vibe?
get it. Just buy.
It's the greatest
it's
game in the
so
world. Get it, you
good.
stupid idiots.
Idiots.
I should point out we did get a review copy, but that obviously doesn't affect our opinions.
Every single time I'm given something, I am a sellout. If you give me anything, I will condone it.
All right, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Money, I'll say anything.
Great. That is it. But we do have a Patreon question as usual. We answer a little Patreon question on the show. The top voter question this week was from Adam Giambattista, who does pretty well with questions.
Yeah.
He's a good. He gets voted up quite a lot. His question was, okay, it's a scenario. Death shows up, and you have to play. You have to play him in a video game of your choice. What game are you confident that you'll beat Death in?
That is a great question.
What games are you really good at? Is kind of the question here.
I have an answer that's good.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh no, I've set the bar too
You're
high.
welcome.
I am going to say The Sims again. But because you kill him with kindness
Okay.
and friendship, which I don't know if you know this about me, Greg, but I'm really nice and make friends pretty easily. You guys don't have many on that.
No,
No,
not a lot, but sometimes it's the quality of the friends that you
Sure.
have.
Yeah.
Mine are really rotten.
I feel like
It's really hard.
hey, we're friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you've made his point.
No, you're the exception.
You're lovely.
You're the exception.
Thank you so
Everyone's friends.
I can see you making faces.
I'm not making any faces at anybody.
What do you reckon? This is The Office? What is this? What is this? What is this?
I'm blinking in Morse code
Yeah.
saying help me.
Because everybody knows Morse code.
I don't. Is that Morse code?
Greg, what game could you beat Death in?
Okay, we need to define the parameters here because
Okay.
no, but is Death just really good at all games?
I think we assumed that it's like the fiddle thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
what
I'm
that's about, but
fucked.
He's good at fiddling.
I feel like I'm gonna die, but I think that the best chance I would have would be either Rome or Empire Total War.
Okay. Strategy games.
Yeah, I love strategy games. I play Rome Total War and Empire Total War the most. Not any naval battles though. If it's a naval battle, I'm dead. I never
Okay.
do the naval battles. But I reckon Empire Total War, I could defeat Death.
And are you thinking like I'm gonna age of mythology? Like you're thinking like how you can bring like a god power in? Are you thinking like it's presented like that? But how does Death exist in this game for you? Are you playing Death as another player?
Oh, I
or-
thought Death was just the other guy sitting next to me.
Okay.
I assume.
He's
Yeah.
just there and he's
Playing on
full
computer.
with his bones,
It's like-
bony fingers.
Oh man, no rockets, no artillery. No, this is no artillery game. No, artillery's cheating. No, it's artillery.
I love it because it's like in a video game. I get it. So death is the physical person playing you in
he's
this
a dude
strategy game.
who's playing me.
Yeah.
You're gonna get homophobic slurs thrown at you by death.
It's bullshit, man. This is bullshit.
Death's gonna swat you.
Spamming. Yeah, anyone could do it if you just spam artillery. You can't do it.
What would be your...
Probably XCOM, Enemy Within.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
More strategy. This is a strategic game.
Or I would verse him in Destiny 2 Iron Banner because I imagine, Death's quite busy. He's probably not up to his light level. You know what I mean?
Right.
So his light level's quite low. And with Iron Banner, your light level is... Light advantages are on. So I've got good gear, I've got some great exotics. I could probably smash that little blueberry fuck in pretty quickly, eh?
I feel like I misunderstood the question because up until right now I thought it meant that he turns it in the game you're playing. And I want to answer again.
It's open to interpretation.
It's competitive multiplayer, Lena.
No, because now
There's no competitive multiplayer in Sims 4.
Yeah, I know. I want another turn.
Great. What game would you beat Death in?
Mario Party.
Okay, all right.
That's good. Oh, actually, maybe I should say Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario
okay.
Kart.
Mario Kart's good too.
Mario Kart 64.
I'm really good at Mario Kart.
I reckon Super Smash Bros. 64. I got pretty good at that.
I'm pretty good at Mario Tennis Aces. I reckon I could smash him in that.
Who do you play as in Mario 64?
In Mario Kart 64?
Mario Kart, yep.
In 64, who did I play as? I think I usually played as a heavy character. Or who did I play as?
Bowser or...
It's Bowser. Yeah, it's the right answer.
I know in Mario Kart 8 I always play as Link.
Oh yeah.
I'm always Link in Mario Kart 8.
Link's good in Smash Brothers 64.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I always played as Link in Smash Brothers. I'm a pretty big Zelda fan, actually.
And Fox, but Fox was my go-to on Smash 64.
You're a fox.
Yep, through and through.
Evan, it's
Fox
okay.
in a box.
You can take the
Box in a box!
didn't know what to do with that compliment from Ben. I wouldn't either.
Well, no, it's because it doesn't come across as genuine from Ben.
No.
What do you mean? I'm a genuine guy.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm sorry.
Even that,
Insulted you.
That's
I'm genuine.
Like you're setting up for...
Again, we're waiting.
I'm a genuine man.
Yeah, where's the vagina?
I'm a human.
Yeah.
I'm definitely human.
There we go. We got there.
Right.
Ah!
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Got us thinking. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, you can jump on the $10 Patreon tier. And of course, if you do that this month, you'll get a bloody pin.
Little pin.
Little pin.
Big list today.
Big. Yeah. Well, we got some.
Big list, little pin.
Big list, little pin. We got some. I'm blown away by the number of people who've signed up to our Patreon. I hope they stay on beyond this 1 month thing. They're probably all in it for the pin. They get the pin. They go away. And
They're out.
Get out.
Classic
What's your profit margin on that pin? Because you could end up losing money if...
we could end up losing money on the pin.
On the pin. This whole pin debacle.
Hopefully not.
Pin gate.
It depends. Bring the show down. We should thank our top patrons. We've got a few newbies here. Big thanks to Adam Giambattista, who just asked that great question. Alan Mulhall, Amy G, Ben Lee is new this week. Ben Lovett, Cameron McCorris, Shamath Widgeratney, Chandler the Bakerman, Christian Ford,
Christian Sanchez,
Chris Sheeky, David Cunningham, Dal Ball, Dixie Dean 17. What a name.
Dixie Dean 17.
Dixie Dean. Drew Peisner, Drew Schuller, Eric Stacey, Jack Mufati, James Kammerman, Jamil Nawaz, Kylie Jones, Lachlan Chapman, Matthew Ryan, Mystery Santana. Give me your heart, let me feel. Oh, and forget about it. Nesta Giharo, Paul Barbie, Robosaur, Centeri Rickonen, Scorzilla, Scott Chapman, Sean Park. Scorzilla.
Scorzilla, bro! Scorzilla!
Soph Waldron, Stephen Burke.
Godzilla of scoring.
I reckon I'd get negged by Scorzilla and be like, so where do you live?
The Business Gamer and Zach Steinbacher. If you want to hear your name read on the show, you jump on the $20 Patreon tier at patreon.com/gameygame or gameygame.com/Patreon. And of course, you get a pin at that level as well. And a mug.
What?
$12 or higher. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see these guys live at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, I'll put the links to their shows in the description.
Also, check out the Grub.
And check out the Grub, of course.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's our
yeah, Ben.
podcast.
Grub. We do a Grub.
We have a podcast. We got a Patreon for that. If you sign up to the $10 Patreon, you get to listen to the Grub.
Actually, and we've got a liquid one as well.
What? You do?
Yeah.
We do, yeah. If you pay $1,000 a month, we'll send you fluids from our body.
Really?
Yeah.
On the Grub,
No
wow.
one's done it yet.
Are
Whose
you guys
body?
fathers? Yeah.
It's a mystery. It's always a mystery. The fluid will be a mystery. It'll be different fluid, different body.
Right.
You'll be able to tell though just
Yeah.
by looking at it.
Right. Whether it's either Ben, Greg, or...
No, I think it's always Greg.
Oh, it's always Greg, is it?
Does it have to be always me?
Yeah, I think you said Greg will show it. Yeah.
Well,
You should do bathwater like
your Gamma Girl bathwater.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of our bathwater, you know, because we bathe in Greg's fluids.
I mean, that's an image that I needed and have now.
Can I just ask you, has anyone ever stood up
In
on
the
the
bar.
show?
It does happen sometimes, but because you're attached to the desk, because of the way we mic people...
Well, it's just I just want to. I was shocked at how short. Like this.
It is a small desk.
This is.
Yeah.
It's very. It's a very short desk, and we're really.
bigger on camera.
It does
Yeah.
significantly.
We miscalculated. Well, I got the wrong. I should have. I set the height measurement for the desk, and I should have set it higher.
Yeah, whenever someone comes in here, they're like, "This desk is fucking tiny."
It's like 10 to 15% smaller than it should be.
It looks mammoth. It's like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
A dankini. It's from Willow.
Oh, Willow.
George Lucas's fantasy classic.
I haven't watched Willow in ages. I want to watch that.
Dankini baby.
You are great.
You are great.
If you
Out of the way, Peck.
you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it around and stuff. And you can also podcast the show, but you won't be able to see how small the desk is if you do that.
In reference to 4 people who stood up whose height you don't know as well.
Yeah, it's tough to like.
Yeah.
I am a shorter gentleman.
I don't know my own height. I make it up every time I have to write it
Oh,
down.
okay.
Yeah.
Greg,
Also, I'm
you're
short.
quite a tall boy.
I'm a tall man. I am, and I'm 6'3.5", or
Really?
194 centimeters. I think.
Saying numbers.
You're huge.
Big. I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a human chode. I'm nearly as wide as I am tall. I'm Greg Larsen, the human chode. Why am I just ruining myself?
Why are you doing this?
I'm a big.
You had the option not to do
I
that.
didn't have to say it.
I think
No one said it.
I think you'd be a human chode if you were a short, fat man.
Yeah, or even fatter than I am now.
Yeah, you got a ways to.
I think you're a big dong.
I'm a big hog.
You're a real
I'm a
mongrel.
big greasy hog.
You're a raging mongrel in man form.
What penis are we all? BuzzFeed quiz.
You're a long.
I'm the one that bends a bit.
You're a real
the
long
right.
noodle. That
Yeah. Not bad.
That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.